This week at NASA. Scientists now believe Earth's nearest neighbor, Venus, is more like our planet than they previously thought. New findings based on pictures and infrared imagery captured by the European Space Agency's Venus Express mission and NASA's Magellan spacecraft confirm that Venus is not a cold rock, but a dynamic host of active volcanoes like those found in Hawaii.
The fact that we've discovered this volcanism that's pretty recent on the surface of Venus definitely moves us towards a picture of Venus where it continues to have volcanism today and in a lot of ways is more like the Earth than we had imagined.
Relatively young lava flows within the last 3 million years have been identified by their emissions of infrared radiation. These observations suggest Venus is still capable of volcanic eruptions. Venus Express has been in orbit around the planet since April 2006. Opportunity, the Mars exploration rover, has reached another milestone in its travels around the red planet. The rover has covered more than 12.5 miles since landing on Mars 6 years ago. Opportunity has explored a series of craters on the plain of Meridiani and now is traveling to another destination, the Endeavour crater that's 7.5 miles away. If Opportunity continues heading directly to the crater, stopping only to recharge its batteries, the trek should take the rover about 2 more years. The first full-scale friction stir-welded and spun-formed tank dome was unveiled by NASA and its partners at a special ceremony at the Marshall Space Flight Center.
It's terrific to be here in person to publicly thank this team and to recognize the great efforts that have come out of this work over the last 4 to 5 years. It's been a terrific effort.
Tank domes are a necessary component in fuel tanks for securing liquid propellant. The 18-foot prototype was developed using cutting-edge manufacturing techniques that, by eliminating complex welding, machining, and inspection steps, are proving more reliable and less expensive. They can create domes for any large liquid propellant tank. The high-tech dome technology was jointly developed by Marshall, the Langley Research Center, Lockheed Martin Space Systems, and MT Aerospace of Augsburg, Germany. 4 members of the STS-130 Endeavour Space Shuttle crew expressed their appreciation for employees of the Marshall Space Flight Center during a recent visit. The crew thanked employees for supporting the successful February mission to the International Space Station. Among other contributions, Marshall provided the 3 main engines that powered the crew on their 14-day mission.
At 1,800 miles per hour.
Commander George Zamka, pilot Terry Verts, and mission specialists Steve Robinson and Nicholas Patrick recapped their time in space with a special video presentation.
How did it feel to be weightless?
They then took questions about their mission to deliver the Tranquility node and its 7-windowed cupola attachment to the space station. 29 years ago, on April 12, 1981, Space Shuttle Columbia was launched from the Kennedy Space Center. Commanded by Gemini and Apollo veteran John Young, and piloted by first-time flyer Bob Crippen. This first space shuttle mission, STS-1, is also the first U.S. manned orbital space flight since the Apollo-Soyuz test project almost 6 years earlier. Columbia made its ascent into orbit, where Young and Crippen checked out all of its systems. The orbiter landed safely at Edwards Air Force Base, California on April 14th, after 37 trips around the Earth.
We had practiced a lot of malfunctions and things, and we were checking out all the systems and making sure everything worked, and it worked beautifully.
I wanted to make sure that I did my part of the mission well, and it was fun all the way.
And that's This Week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, log on to www.nasa.gov.